What's up, guys? So we're back with the Cinema Projector series. In these videos, I'm going to be talking about movies that I'm going to be recommending for you to watch on the big screen when you get a projector. As you guys can see from the title, today's movie, we're going to be talking about Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner, not the new one. So this one right here, this movie is freaking awesome, by the way. I just want to start off by saying that. One of the cool things about watching old movies like this, I believe this movie came out in 1982, so the 1980s. I wasn't even born yet. So one of the cool things about having an actual projector is I didn't even really have to go to the movie theater to watch this. I have my own home theater here at home, so I can pretty much get the same freaking experience as going to the movies. That's one of the really cool things that I like about having a projector. A lot of old movies like this that I actually missed out on because I was too small to go to the theater, I can have that same experience just by owning a projector, and it's freaking awesome. Trust me, it's freaking awesome. Go out and get a projector. Highly recommend it. Now, one of the reasons why I chose this movie here is because of the look of this movie. This movie takes place in the dark for the entire film, and nothing but neon lights everywhere, all over in every frame almost. This movie looks so freaking beautiful at nighttime. And you get a really cool experience if you're definitely watching this on the big screen. Trust me, you want to watch this movie on the big screen. If you watch this movie on a little TV, you're not going to get the same experience. Trust me. So to give you a quick summary of this movie, if you guys haven't watched it, Harrison Ford, who's the main character in this movie, plays a cop who through the entire movie is hunting down replicants, which are considered androids or robots. But in this movie, the time where this movie takes place, the robots are like so far advanced that they look like actual real people, so it's hard to tell if they're a robot or not. But he has to find 4 of them, I believe, and hunt them down and pretty much decommission them. So the entire movie is just pretty much Harrison Ford hunting these guys down, and it's a pretty awesome movie. Like I said, I really enjoy the look of this movie. This movie looks so freaking beautiful at night with all the neon lights. That's why I highly recommend you get a movie like this right here. I big time recommend you watch this movie on the big screen. I can't say that enough. Now, this movie right here has about, I think, 3 different versions out. The first one that came out, the theatrical version, A lot of people didn't like that because of the ending. It has too much of a good, happy ending. People didn't like it. I didn't like that one either. I thought the ending was a little too happy. The second version that came out, I believe, was like a director's cut or something like that. That one actually has a really good ending, and that one has more scenes attached to it. For example, if you ever go out and look for this movie right here, you might see a cover art of a unicorn. That's where that extra scene was added to that story. They're all the same story, it's just different endings. This version right here is actually the final cut. So there you go right there, Blade Runner final cut. This version right here, I believe Ridley Scott had the most control over on its release. So I recommend you guys go out and look for this one, the final cut, if you're gonna watch this movie. This was one of those movies that was definitely like ahead of its time for when it came out. This movie almost reminds me of The Crow. Just think of The Crow, but neon lights all over the place. That's what this movie reminds me. Not story-wise, just the look. Except this movie takes place in a more futuristic role. So this was another one of those movies that I think was ahead of its time. This film has influenced a lot of movies of today, and I can see why. It's got some pretty cool futuristic props to it, like the flying cars. I want you to go down there.
Just seconds close the ground traffic. What are you doing here? I'm working. What are you doing? Arresting. That's what I'm doing. From Deckard, Blade Runner, 26354. I'm filed and monitored.
And you've got like the advertisements all over the buildings. It looks so freaking beautiful. Trust me, guys. If you guys want to watch a movie on the projector, this is definitely one to pick up right here. Now, I've actually never seen the new one. I think it's called Blade Runner 2049 or something like that. I still haven't seen that movie. I don't know. I just feel like if I watch that movie, it might ruin the mythology of this movie for me. That's why I'm a little scared to watch that movie. But I might end up actually watching it only because Harrison Ford comes out in it. And I want to see what the continuation of the story is. So I might end up catching that later on. But definitely, guys, make sure you pick this one up and watch it on that projector. Whenever you guys get a projector, definitely check this movie out. Blade Runner. Check it out. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. All right, go out, get some movies, make some popcorn. Peace.